I had a dream when I was 12 years old that I was in between. So I was standing by the Manti Temple. The Manti Temple is where I wanted to get married. And I had planned that from when I was a little girl, when I had done the Mormon Miracle Pageant. Shout out to that. That was fun. And that was just something that would talk about like the history of our church. But it was like a play.
So in your dream, you were looking at the temple.
I was looking at the temple. And in between me and the temple were two guys. And one of them had brown hair and one of them had blonde hair. And Michael, at the time, I always thought of him as having blonde hair. He doesn't really have super blonde hair.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I kind of have...
It's like, if you look at it compared
brown.
to mine, it's like brown. Like, it is brown. But in my mind, he's a blonde for some reason.
After my mission, I spent 2 months in Oregon working.
So he was more blonde back then.
And I had bleached blonde hair because I was in the sun all day.
Yeah.
Kind of sun
so
bleach.
when I met him, he was a blonde to me.
Than normal.
Yeah. So in between me and the temple were two men, and they were both really tall, and one of them had brown hair and one of them had blonde hair. And in that dream, and remember, I had it when I was 12. This is before I met either of the people, Michael or the other guy that I was dating. And in that dream, I knew that I had to pick one of them before I got to go to the temple. Like, that was my decision. I had two guys in front of me, and I had to pick one, only one, so that I could get to my ultimate goal, which was getting married in the temple. And it's just so crazy because I only remembered that dream after I met Michael. Like, I had forgotten it all those years. I was 19 at the time. I had that dream when I was 12.
So it's funny because she told me about this dream.
So one night we were up late. We had been hanging out all day. And I brought it up. I was like, so I just remembered this dream that I had when I was 12. And what did you say? I told him all about the dream.
She told me the dream, and I said that was interesting. But in my mind, I was like, okay, she's committed. She wants to marry me now.